Welcome to OATS Uncut, Orator Academy Talks Uncut. It's real talk, real emotions, real life. Recently, I met a student for the first time, a very bright child, intelligent, thoughtful, the kind of kid who listens deeply and actually thinks before she speaks. The kind of mind that will go places in life. So she participated in a competition and didn't win an award. And when the feedback came in, she was told that she and her partner didn't make a good fit. That even though her partner was a strong speaker, she herself was too focused on content. Too focused on content? And I watched this young girl almost in tears. Not just disappointed, but wounded. Because what she heard wasn't just feedback about the performance. What she felt was, I am the reason we failed. My way of thinking is not enough. Something about me is wrong. Now, as a communication coach, I absolutely understand the power of delivery, voice, presence, confidence. Speaking skills matter. How you say something matters. But here's what I want to say clearly. Great communication without strong content is just noise. And great content without confident delivery is unheard wisdom. They are not competitors, they are partners. And when we start ranking one over the other, especially in young minds, we send a dangerous message that style is more valuable than substance. That confidence matters more than thoughtfulness. That being articulate is more important than being intelligent. I felt heartbroken watching her internalize that moment and that feedback because I could see her for who she is. A young girl with an intelligent brain, a very good heart, and the kind of depth that doesn't always shine in competitive formats. And I wanted to tell her and every student listening, you were not wrong for focusing on content. You were not less. You were exploring, researching, and learning. Competitions reward certain skills at certain moments, but life rewards depth, thinking, empathy, and substance over time. And sometimes the kids who don't shine in the spotlight early could be the ones who quietly become the leaders, thinkers, and the change makers later. This moment reminded me why we need to talk without competition with more care. Because children don't just walk away with results, they walk away with stories about who they think they are. And we have a responsibility as educators, as parents, as coaches, as mentors, to make sure those stories don't shrink them. So let's talk about this energy that shows up in classrooms, auditions, sports fields, debate tournaments, spelling bees, and honestly, even in adult life and workplaces. On the surface, competition is celebrated. We are told competition makes you stronger. It pushes you to do your best. Pressure creates diamonds. And yes, sometimes that's true. It is. But there is another side of competition that we don't talk about enough. The side where children start to feel, perhaps I'm not good enough. I didn't win, so I must be a loser, a failure. Everyone else is ahead of me. Parents feel it too. My child didn't make the team. My child didn't get the solo. My child didn't win the prize. And quietly, inside, something sinks. Not because your child didn't succeed, but because the moment starts to feel like a judgment of worth. So today, let's talk about how competition can bring out our best, but also how it can make us feel small, inadequate, and sometimes not enough. But most importantly, how we deal with that in a healthy way. Let's start by being fair. Competition isn't the villain. Healthy competition can motivate us to practice harder, teach discipline and consistency, expose us to higher standards, show us what's possible, what we are capable of achieving. Many students discover their potential because someone else challenged them. You see someone speak confidently on stage and think, wow, I want to do that too. That's not toxic comparison. That's inspiration. Competition can build resilience, teach us to handle pressure, help us to learn how to lose gracefully and win humbly, prepare us for real life where opportunities are not unlimited. The problem is not competition. The problem is when competition becomes identity. When winning becomes I am worthy and losing becomes I am not enough. That's where things start to hurt. When competition turns into comparison, what happens? Here's the quiet danger. Competition slowly morphs into comparison. And comparison is sneaky. It doesn't just say, I can improve. It says, I am behind. Kids start to compare. Grades, popularity, confidence, recognition, who gets picked and who gets praised. And parents start to compare too, perhaps unintentionally. Whose child got the trophy? Whose child spoke the best? Whose child is more advanced? And suddenly, the focus shifts from growth to ranking. Here's the emotional cost of unhealthy competition. Children tie their self-worth to the outcomes. Fear of failure increases. Risk-taking decreases. What if I embarrass myself? Perfectionism creeps in. Joy disappears. I see this often. A child who did well once now feels pressure of parental and societal retribution to always do well. And when they don't, the disappointment feels personal, not situational. Failure stops being feedback. It starts feeling like a verdict. Let's say this clearly for both students and parents. Not winning does not mean you failed as a person, or you lack talent, or you'll never succeed, or you're not good enough. It only means one thing. In that moment, someone else performed better, or the outcome favored someone else. That's it. We need to normalize this truth. You can do everything right and still not win. And that's life. The goal is not to protect children from competition and disappointment that might be related to it. The goal is to teach them how to process it. Ask better questions after a loss. What did I learn about myself? What did I do well? What do I want to work on next? Did I show up with courage? And parents, this part is important. Children take emotional cues from you. If you look devastated, disappointed, embarrassed by their outcome, they learn that losing is shameful. If you instead say, I'm proud of you for trying. I loved watching you grow. I saw how hard you worked. You teach them that effort has dignity. One of the healthiest mindset shifts we can teach is this. Measure growth, not just results. Outcomes are external. Growth is internal. Instead of asking, did you win? Try asking, did you prepare sincerely? Did you step out of your comfort zone? Did you push yourself beyond your limits? Did you learn something new? Did you show up with courage? When we only celebrate trophies, we raise children who fear trying unless they are sure they will win. When we celebrate effort, growth, and consistency, we raise children who are willing to try again, even after they fall. And that willingness, that's what builds confidence long term. Now, here are a few practical and simple tools that we can all apply. For students, name the feeling without judging it. I feel disappointed. I feel jealous. I feel sad. Feelings aren't wrong, they are signals. Separate identity from outcome. You are not your result. You are bigger than one performance. Number 3, track your personal progress. Keep a small journal of wins. I spoke more confidently today. I didn't freeze, I tried. And for parents, 1, watch your language. Avoid why didn't you win. Try, how did you feel about your performance? Number 2, praise effort, not just achievement. I saw how much you practiced. You showed courage getting up there. Number 3, normalize setbacks. Share your own failures. Let them see that adults grow too. When you feel less than because of competition, practice this reframe. Replace comparison with curiosity. Instead of they are better than me, try what can I learn from them? Curiosity expands you. Comparison shrinks you. Competition is not the enemy, but when it starts defining our worth, our confidence, or our identity, it's time to pause and reframe. We are here to grow, to learn, to stumble, to try again. Your value is not in how often you win. It's in your willingness to show up even when you might not. And that is a win that no trophy can measure. If you've ever been told that your strength is not the right strength for the moment, please remember, the world needs thinkers and speakers, creators and communicators, depth and delivery. You don't need to become someone else. You just need time to grow into your own full voice. Till next time, push yourself out of your comfort zone. Don't hold back. Learn, listen, and grow at your own metric, on your own measure, on your own scale. Remember to love and laugh and have a blast. We shall meet again. Take care of yourselves.